It is December 30th, 2022, and they have put out the name of the suspect arrested in the University of Idaho killings. His name is Bryan Christopher Kohberger. He was arrested at his home in Scranton, Pennsylvania. And of course, Scranton, Pennsylvania is the home of The Office, the hit TV show that shows off the Jesuit flag every episode. And it's also the home of President Joe Biden. And, of course, Joe Biden is the nation's second Catholic president. The first was JFK, who was killed on the date November 22nd, 1122. And, of course, they said these University of Idaho killings happened on 1122, or at the address 1122 King Road. And then, of course, the news broke on November 14th of the killings from the day prior on King Charles's birthday. And again, we talked about how there were two stories of college murders in the news on the same day, University of Idaho and University of Virginia. The University of Virginia Cavaliers, both stories, supposedly the killings on November 13th, but both stories broke on November 14th, King Charles's birthday, where those who fought for King Charles were Cavaliers. But anyhow, we've been covering all this, the clear tributes to murders of the past, the women calling a guy named Jack 10 times in the middle of the night, the University of Idaho women who were supposedly murdered, and 4 students being killed 4 days after the anniversary of Jack the Ripper's last killing, where he killed a woman exiting the 10 Bells pub and then 10 calls to Jack. We've been looking at all of this and seeing through the obvious rituals and riddles, and we've been wondering about the 1122 address in light of JFK, another infamous murder on that date. Well, now it all makes perfect sense. Again, this news first broke on November 14th. That was 46 days ago. 46 days ago. The murders were November 13th, 47 days ago. Joe Biden was the 47th vice president who took office with 47-year-old Obama, and he's the 46th president. So 47, 46, key numbers that connect to Biden, who again is the nation's second Catholic president. The first was killed at age 46, JFK. And again, here we are 46 days after the story broke. Well, here, let's look at the rest. From the news release, November 14th to today, 46 days. What's the surname of the killer? Kohberger, which equals 46. If you're new here, gematria comes from Kabbalah, ancient practice of coding numbers into words. Very simple. The alphabetic order forwards and backwards with numerology. And that same cipher, Catholic, equals 46. From knowing this, that's why we were able to project more than a year before Biden became president that he would become number 46 in the election 46 weeks after the Pope's birthday in light of the death of his son Beau Biden at age 46, which we'll again revisit. But JFK killed at age 46. By the way, if you run the alphabetic order forwards, Catholic equals 35, like JFK was the first Catholic president, number 35, killed at age 46. Joe Biden elected 46 weeks after the Pope's birthday and inaugurated on the Pope's 35th day of his age. And again, JFK killed on 1122. These killings at 1122 King Road. Now look at this. The killer's name, Bryan Christopher Kohberger, 144, infamous number with the Jesuits, Jesuit Order 144, President Biden 144. Let's not forget Jesuit Georgetown simulated the election June 12th, 2020, 144 days before the election, saying Biden would win. Trump would say he was cheated, refusing to step down, which would lead to deadly violence in America. Exactly what happened with their staged January 6th insurrection, which was all simulated at Jesuit Georgetown. And of course, with regards to JFK being killed on 1122, he did meet with the Catholic Pope that year on July 2nd, 1963, only to be killed 144 days from it, when of course the Jesuits served the Catholic Pope. And then again, Joe Biden's from Scranton, Pennsylvania. It's his birth town. The Office, the same show that shows the Jesuit prep school flag in every episode, ran 201 episodes. Another huge number with the Jesuits. The first Jesuit Pope, Pope Francis, is the first to live in Suite 201 at the Vatican. And again, when Beau Biden died, he died 116 days after his birthday. That's the Jesuit motto, Ad Merum Dei Gloriam. Catholic 46, dead at 46. He died 201 days before the Pope's birthday. The Pope is the first to live in Suite 201 at the Vatican, the Domus Sanctae Martyr. His birth name, Jorge Mario Bergoglio 201, like the founder of the Jesuits, Ignatius Loyola 201. Again, his apartment name in Suite 201, the Domus Sanctae Martyr 201, to go with Catholic Pope and the Jesuit Order 201. Just the proof just builds by the day. The examples are undeniable. When Beau died, it was 191 days from Joe's birthday. The formal title of the Jesuits is Society of Jesus 191. Joe was 72 years old at the time. Let's not forget his wife and daughter died in a car crash in 1972. Not only does Jesuit order equal 72, so does President Biden, so does President Trump, who's also Jesuit educated. Joe Biden became senator-elect in 72, lost his wife and daughter right after the election on Limestone Road, which equals 201. Of course, the Great Pyramids in Giza are made out of limestone. The Great Pyramid of Giza has 201 remaining layers of stone. Great Pyramid of Giza equals 201. Order of Illuminati equals 201. Key symbol for them is the pyramids, the builders, Freemasonry, modern Freemasonry created by the Jesuits, the Fraternal Order of Police, Masonic. Again, all these things are connected. Jesuits, Masons, police, government authority. They're the things ruling over us, mocking us, paying tributes to history and the things they've gotten away with. And they're getting away with another one, another big whopper right now to scare more people into the Jesuit planned world of virtual reality and meta. By the way, Mark Zuckerberg, another big Jesuit puppet. All the big tech companies are completely Jesuit. But anyway, riddles, fake stories, fake news, all ritualistic. And now what do you know? It leads back to the man in the office's hometown, or the man in the office, the Oval Office. For the record, all this stuff's biblical. Again, Catholic equals 46. 46 books in the Catholic Old Testament, which begins with Genesis. Genesis 46 is about a sacrifice. Sacrifice equals 46. Again, think about it, you guys. It's a murder story pointing back to the sitting president's hometown, clearly in tribute to him. It's very obvious that, Joe Biden had his wife and daughter sacrificed along with his son for his very long political career in D.C., the Jesuit city where the Jesuits have been long in the federal government. That's ultimately what this little riddle's pointing back to. Again, those who don't know history are doomed to repeat it, and those who don't know about Kabbalah and Gematria are doomed not to see through the Cabal.